That goddamn bitch set me up. That goddamn bitch. God, that crack must not be the one. Like, if he'd have been on heroin, he'd have been like, where is that bitch? Marion Barry was a good time to them, man. Yeah, she had 18 asses and
it was a gaggle of butts. Lucky crazy guy.
Go to jail.
Directly to jail.
Right.
Anyway, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of what? Nice ass podcast.
I'm happy to be here again.
I'm happy to have you here. Pause.
Speaking of that. You ever talk to people that their vocal inflection is just like, it's like a bunch of questions.
That's a new way of speaking.
I'm watching.
You just go down the street and then you ask the guy if he has the item and he tells you the answer.
They do that on Love is Blind. There's this dude on Love is Blind this new season. He's this light-skinned dude, and he's got a jerry curl, but it's like in the shape of a... It's in the shape of a Kango, and then he's got these two rat tails that hang down the side of his head.
Why is this?
And when he talks, it's just constantly a question. And I thought, is that like a Canadian thing? Like,
No, that is, I hate to say it's generational, but that's the kind of thing that's really, it did originate as a Canadian thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's kind of, not the Gen Alpha. What's the one? Gen Z? It's kind of a Gen Z thing right now. Bro, they just end up having the upward inflection. It started off with the girls in the valley, not knowing.
Whack, bro.
Is it?
It's whack. Is it?
I agree.
I agree. Do you get you ever got those phone calls about trying to sell you medication?
No, but I need to call that guy back about my car's warranty. He's very persistent.
Is he persistent?
He's persistent. Is he? He's very persistent.
Bro, this dude calls me every 3 months because I say, hit me back in 3 months. And he calls every time. Well,
right.
He stopped calling recently, but this started when I lived in Maryland. They had this advertisement for, selling something or whatever. But anyway, some Indians started calling me. So they offered to send me some Viagra. So I was like, well, is it free?
Viagra, you say?
Yeah. I was like, is it free?
Hell yeah.
And they said, yeah, we'll send you some free Viagra. I'm like, cool, all right, send it. Now, I never took the shit, but it did arrive, right?
Right.
Now, they called me about 2 or 3 months. No, I'm going to tell you why, man. I had a drug problem back then, man. And I was afraid if I took it, it was going to blow my fucking heart up. So I didn't take it.
True.
So
I don't think you had a drug problem. I think the drugs had a problem with you.
They did, yo. They used to love to hang out.
No, it was a toxic relationship.
It really was.
It was a toxic relationship?
It was a good time.
It was a good time?
No, but look.
I didn't like cocaine. I just liked the smell.
It had an arousing aroma.
Invigorating aroma? Yeah. Sometimes?
No, I didn't have a drug
Only when
problem.
I was awake?
I would have had a drug problem if I had enough money to have one.
Exactly.
But anyway, so
limiting. Smart move.
Right. Seems intelligent. So anyway, they started calling, but now they would say things like, we got anything you need. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, let's see. You got antibiotics? They was like, yep. I said, you got amoxicillin? Yep. So I say, well, send me 30 of them. Because now I'm packing for the apocalypse and stuff. So like every now and again, I would get amoxicillin or something like that. But so the guy that was calling me, he said, I say hello. He said, hi, Mr. Clark. he said, my name is Tom Jones. I was like, man, your name ain't no damn. I said, your name ain't no damn Tom Jones, but I play along with him. So this guy has literally been calling me because, when I ain't got it, I ain't got it. Like, it depends on what I needed. Like, they got medicine for cold, like whatever you need, they got. They even got like, they have, what's that? Perks. They sell perks.
That's insane, yo.
I ordered some perks and they got caught up they got caught up in customs. So they had to send me my money back. And I said, okay, no problem. So every time they would call after that, I say, yeah, just hit me back in 3 months if I got some money or whatever. A couple of times I said, man, I lost my job. So finally, now that I have money and I could have a drug habit if I wanted to, Tom ain't calling no more. And I don't trust nobody but Tom, because Tom would make it happen. Like if I needed my amoxicillin or, whatever the drug was that the pharmacy was charging an arm and a leg for, I could order it through them. So recently this guy called me up and he didn't sound like Tom. But he tried to, so I said, I'm like, yo, you ain't Tom. Yeah. I know Tom. And the reason why I know Tom is because Tom always says Mr. Clark. So he says, hello, Mr. Gordon. I said, this ain't Tom. So finally he calls me 2 or 3 months later and he says, hello, Mr. Gordon, this is Tom. I was like, this ain't no goddamn Tom. He said, I said, do you know why I know you ain't Tom? Because Tom don't call me Mr. Gordon, but I ain't give him the answer. He mad, yo.
Right.
Now they know, and they all mad because now their numbers come up as unknown. Look, and nobody answers unknown.
Hello, Mr. Clark. Hello, Mr. Gordon. I am Tom.
You ain't motherfucking Tom.
I ain't buying that.
Nope.
I ain't buying what you selling, literally.
I don't trust you because he don't know I got Tom number saved in my phone. I want to call Tom, but if I call Tom will start calling me again.
Yeah, direct. I want to talk turkey with you, Mr. Clark. My name is not really Tom, but I would like to see if I could interest you in sponsoring me for a visa. One visa?
Yo, how you go from Indian to the electronics store? I like to talk turkey.
To talk turkey with you, Mr. Clark.
Man, I not know what's going on in Palestine. I don't know. I live here.
No idea.
I live here.
We have a good time. We're eating curry, everything, and they talk about Palestine. And my uncle comes into the room, and all of us. So we're not talking about Palestine.
We're not talking Mr. Palestine. Man, yeah,
the road.
That was the end of the road, Jack.
But that's the whole thing. The dude called out and acted like he is Mr. Tom. He is not Mr. Tom. And that brings me to a point like, why don't people spend more time trying not to be that guy? And by that guy, I mean the person who is trying to write a check at the grocery store at the self-checkout. That guy. That guy. Don't be that guy.
Yo, if your card don't work twice, just walk away.
Don't say I'll be there in a minute once I figure this out. Don't say that.
Bro, I was standing in the grocery store 2 days ago, and there was a woman with 87 titties standing in front of me. It just looked like a Christmas tree of bad titties. She had 18 asses and
all the asses.
Impressive haunches.
No, they weren't. It was just a whole lot of butts. Like, which one of them do you wipe?
It was a gaggle of butts.
It was a butt gaggle. Where'd you get those butts from? The butt store? Like, damn.
Did you get them butts by Bolt?
Ain't no way, yo. Ain't no way. You can't wipe all of them. You probably can't reach the one in the middle, the one you need to get to. But
The real one.
Bro, I knew there was a problem, because the only time I should ever see you dialing something in is if you putting your phone number in because you forgot your little what do you call it, a little card that you can scan?
Oh, yeah, your bonus card, your membership card or whatever. Yeah. Don't be up there for a price check on an individual grape.
Bruh, this woman was putting some code in. I don't know if it was EBT or something, but it was like a 16-digit code and it didn't work. So, you know, the lady at the counter is giving this face right here.
That person who's hiding at the end of all the self-checkouts.
Yes. Or this one right here. Like when you're shaking. So like she went in and put 16 digits in again. Bro, we was on the 5th try. Now,
no sir.
Don't be that guy, yo.
Don't be that guy. You know what? And speaking of the self-checkout, that one person who feels like we're interrupting their day when our shit starts flashing. You know what I mean? Why do they keep on hiring Nick Burns, the computer guy? You know what I'm saying? Move. You're welcome. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm sorry. Isn't this your job, nigga? Like,
it should be a limit on how many things you take to the self-checkout, bro. Like, if you walk up to the self-checkout with any more than 2 types of vegetables that need to be looked up, somebody should be, like, allowed to look at you and say, with all due respect, yes, Angry Joe.
Angry Joe, look, we already know your solution. Let bricks talk.
Please, Joe.
Please,
no,
Joe.
but they should be
can't afford the ceiling tiles, Joe.
It should be written down in the Constitution and bylaws of the Food Lion to say, get that the fuck out of here. Like,
look, if you go in to the self-checkout with more than 3 types of produce and 1 item without a tag, after you successfully check out, I am allowed to take the shopping bag of my choice, wrap it around my waist, put the opening near the back. That's your punishment. Bruh. That's your punishment. That's how it should work out. Just letting you know.
Speaking of waiting in line,
yeah,
Lotto. Why is Lotto not self-service anymore? You know? And I'm not talking about the scratch offs. I get that, but
you talking about the rapper?
No. It's self-service.
I'd like a piece. I'd love a chance of that.
Bring back the scratch offs.
Well, no. I don't want Lotto scratching over anywhere near me.
Scratch and sniff.
Excuse me.
Nah, but I'm saying, man, like, because I walk into the gas station and I just want a pack of cigarettes, yo. It's 5 people in a line to choose 18 different combinations of 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Like, y'all niggas is selfish as fuck because you ain't got nowhere to be. Like, they all 60 years and older, bruh. And then once they get that, they be like, you got a grape Dutch? Can I get one of them grape Dutches? No, not that. No. Matter of fact, you got one of them chocolate Dutches?
You got passion fruit Dutch? Dragon fruit Dutch?
Yeah.
No, just the sleeves, you know. I'm trying to cut down that tobacco.
Matter of fact, Matter of fact, fuck all that.
Dutch.
Let's start over.
Start over? Nah, yo.
I'm standing there, my feet hurt in different places, like my heels hurt.
I'm tired of people who play the lottery who don't know anybody who's ever won the lottery. That's True. What I'm saying. You know what I mean? You doing this off a fantasy and a fallacy. Like, you don't know anybody, even a friend of a friend of a friend that ever won the lottery, but you over here plunking down 10% of yours.
In Spring Hope, North Carolina, nigga, population 3,400. Like, right. Nigga, you have spent $10 a day for the last year. Do you realize that's $3,650 on gambling that you have never won? And you don't know nobody that wins around here? Right. All you got to see is a nigga win $20.
What makes you think that type of money is going to end up in this city? Like, look around, buddy.
And they price gouging on the gas pump in Spring. Right. Bro, I go to the rich area. The expensive gas, what is it, 92?
Yeah.
$3.89. In Spring Hope, gas $4.10. Nigga, it ain't nobody here. Why? Why, good sir?
Right. I'll go up there. I'm like, excuse me, why is the gas so high? And that dude had the nerve to say. But I couldn't argue with that. I couldn't argue with that.
You could not.
You know what I'm saying?
You cannot.
That was the gas I was looking for.
Fuck the lottery, man.
Yo, that's just tax on the poor. That's another tax on the poor, yo.
Exactly. Then you got to pay taxes on the lottery.
Right. You got to give, because if you ever take that big payday, you got to give 50% of that up off the break. Off the break, you got to give 50% of that back up.
What's the yearly thing, yo? Is it like
the annual? Yeah, they give you like 45 cents and some Popeyes coupons for like 45,000 years. Like ridiculous, yo.
I always wondered, like,
trillion in the lottery, and my life ain't changed.
So if you take the annual, they don't tax that?
Oh yes, they do. Yeah, it just hurts less.
What is it like 275 grand a year or some shit?
It depends on what the pot is. It depends on what the pot is. You know what I mean? But yeah, yo, like that gets taxed too, because it's winning income. It's like gambling income, which is usually taxed at 50% off the break. Yeah,
I'm just saying, man.
That's like
you pay taxes all day long, yo. You wake up in the morning, go get a pack of cigarettes, you paying taxes. You pay your fucking mortgage, you're paying taxes. You get paid in a paycheck, you're paying taxes. You get a stick of bubble gum.
It's gambling, yo. When has gambling ever been created to be in your favor? Ever.
That's true.
So that's what it is. It's what it is. Even the fairest games have an edge for the house.
How the fuck we come over to this country? Well, not we, but how they come over to this country talking about no taxation without representation? I'd like to know, what does the representation part mean?
It means that you have a seat at the table of power, you know what I mean? Which is why that is on the license plate of DC, because DC has a fucking shadow senator, which is kind of racist, but
yes, it is.
But they are the seat of power of the nation. They're considered a city state, and they have their own senator, but they cannot vote on nothing. They can't even vote on what happens in their own city. The mayor is powerless.
I don't know, man. Marion Barry put a whole lot of people in that government, you know.
They get paid, but what they were doing.
Yo, look at all of the bougie niggas, you know, in DC right now that's like from the last generation that worked in the government. All of them got hired by Marion Barry. That's why they were so sad. They were so sad to see him go, bruh.
They probably work for them alphabet boys, to be honest with you, man. All of them, man. That's the government folks I know. I don't know many people in the city government, in the DC city government. I don't know them.
Bro, it was a rag of people in there, and they was funneling money in and right out of that motherfucker, yo. Marion Barry was a good time to them, man.
Marion. I think his campaign slogan was "Fuck with me and I'll spread it around."
So you remember when he got caught,
Yes.
Yo, I love that video. I love
the bitch set me up t-shirts. The bitch.
Yo, that goddamn bitch. He's sitting on the bed looking like he had the same posture as my dad when my dad would get home from work and do that. I'm in my 50s, sit down. like he about to try to take his shoe. Like, you know, when you got that shoehorn with the cane on the end of it.
Yeah, that grown man. Man.
He's like, man, that goddamn bitch. That goddamn bitch set me up. That goddamn bitch. How you on crack? Right? You just finished smoking that Basse and your high is gone. Like, the feds really could ruin your high like that? God, that crack must not be the one. Like, if he'd have been on heroin, he'd have been like, where is that bitch?
Whitney said the best crack is whack. Unless you got some.
Now the crack is back.
The crack is back, and the crack be like...
But why though? But why though? Yo, I don't understand. That's one thing that I will never understand about a lot of white folks, bro. Crack came out in the 80s. So anything you're doing now is worse. Why are you doing something now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, there's a new drug out on the streets. We got to try. We got to do what? Like, nigga, we was losing teeth on crack.
Right, yo.
No bicuspid should be 3 centimeters long.
Right.
It's unacceptable.
Nobody's teeth should be soft and yellow. You know what I'm saying? Like some corn pops left in the bowl and shit. Motherfucking smile, been on crack for like 38 years and smile. People like, you know what I mean? No, sir, yo. No, sir.
Yo, the whole, I'll suck your dick. I don't want my skin to smell that way. What would make you like
you? Yeah. I don't want you anywhere near the most important part of me.
Yeah, not even a hand job. Like that, your hands look like black leather jackets. I don't want that.
I'm like, what happened to you? What, are you bathe in asphalt? Jesus.
You just finished eating the cheesesteak and you're still dry. Like,
your cuts are stupid dumb big. Your wounds got wounds.
You're harboring AIDS.
I think these motherfuckers are walking around like patient zero and shit. This is nasty, yo.
You want what I have, but I don't want what you have. Like,
right.
Rob somebody. Grab a car stereo. Like, what if somebody robbed a car stereo now? Like, bought you some console.
Right. Yo, that's funny. Yo, they took out like somebody's radio. Like the entire car like wouldn't work now.
Why ain't just bring the car, yo?
Right. Why did you just take the whole thing? Fuck.
I used to love that shit though back in the day, man. When you like, cause remember that mobile station I lived in Baltimore, man. That motherfucker. But you go up there, you can catch a Rolex.
Yep.
Like oh man, what's that? Audemars, something like $50.
Oh yeah, Audemars did AP, Audemars Piguet. Yep.
Oh my God, bro, $50.
Exactly.
And then if they said $50, you could talk them down to 15. They'd be like, all right, man, give me the money. I missed that shit.
Right. I got $15 right now.
Yeah. Man, give me that shit. They be mad about it here, man.
Right.
But as soon as you get that watch, as soon as you take hold or possession of your items,
right,
you never really remember seeing them leave, but they just gone, yo. Like,
oh yeah, as soon as you start looking at it, they are gone, yo, gone. Oh, that reminds me, yo. I think I told you this story before, yo. I was so green, yo, when I was going to school in Baltimore. I went to go get gas. I was wondering why do they keep on selling these roses, these little roses.
Them little crack
In
roses.
these tubes. I'm like, who buys these? This doesn't even look cool.
Bro,
no girl wants this.
But see, look, man. You're not supposed to know what that's for, yo. You can't even call yourself green, because if you don't smoke crack, why would you know what it's for?
Because I see people smoke crack. I didn't have to smoke crack myself. You know what I mean?
Well, I've seen people smoke crack together, but I never they always smoked it out of a pipe.
Yeah, I've never put two and two together because I've seen them. Because I mean, they used to say like be on that glass dick. You know what I'm saying? They used to say that. But I'm like, where are these people getting such high grade glass all the time? How is this available to you?
Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever really seen a person smoke crack. I've just smelled it. And every time you smell it, you're like, man, who's smoking a tire around this bitch?
I took two words for you, sir. Omega breathe.
All right, man. So maybe I had seen somebody smoke crack, but he was smoking it out of a goddamn tinfoil joint.
This is very true. I hated the fact that he was like a land giant and smoked crack.
How the fuck you smoke crack? You that thing?
Right, like this whole world is built for you. Why are you doing this?
This man was 350 pounds of weirdly placed muscle. It wasn't like he wasn't in the gym. He was an ogre.
He was literally an ogre, yo.
And he would laugh like an ogre. I was like, bro.
You weren't so funny, I'd eat you if you weren't so funny, little man.
Are you smoking crack? He was like, yo, don't let the drug control you. You got to control the drug.
Yo, what I hated the most about it, because he was like 10 feet tall, when we were in the studio, he wouldn't even look. He'd just be looking at you and he'd reach in the ceiling for his crack and then pull it down.
He'll move that drop ceiling over,
Yeah, the drop ceiling. He was just like, yeah, I gotta handle something real quick. Yo. I'm like, yo, what? What?
Man, that smells. What is that? A tire? Oh, dude. Man, because that's what happened. Like I said, what is that?
He smells like broken dreams and curry.
It smells like somebody is burning a Michelin, yo. And I was like, what is that? He was like, he represented, like it was no shame in it. He was like,
right,
it's crack, yo. Oh, I didn't imagine to see anybody say it with that much pride and confidence and conviction. It's crack, yo.
It's crack, yo. Excuse me?
That's what you're doing?
This is what you're choosing to do, sir. All right.
But you know what? I would never smoke crack, but I promise you this. If you could focus on that, that's probably why his beats were so dope. You know what I'm saying?
Probably, yo. Probably.
I bet you that was why it was his drug of choice. Because he was zoned out on that. It ain't that serious, yo.
No more, yo. Fuck all of that.
No, it ain't that serious. You said no more.
He gave us access to the studio, so I had to support that shit. Like, all right.
Man, he had the first CD burner in America, yo.
I know, yo, exactly.
If I gotta smell this
Trackmasters
to get my demo done.
Yes.
Every time we'll leave that studio, we'll leave with a CD. I was like, man, it's fire.
That's dope.
Nobody has CDs but us. Like,
right.
Where you get that done? In a crack den.
Right. That motherfucker is focused.
I'm so mad you said this, because the people watching the video, they don't realize how long his arms were. Like, this man's arms were like 6 feet long. Like, he'd just reach up, sitting down in a chair.
His drugs behind the sun. And this is reaching and grab it. I just need to warm him up real quick. But you know what? He was way off the beaten path, and we couldn't save him. And tonight we couldn't save the world, but tomorrow night we will try again. I would like to thank y'all for tuning in to the Nice Ass Podcast. Nice Ass Podcast.
Yeah, you don't have
Love
to
y'all.
say
Make
it,
sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And what was that?
You don't have to say it. He says it for you. Hey, Angry Joe, how do you feel about that?
He agrees. Easy bricks.
Easy bricks.